welcome back. It's time for us to return to Toval and see what's going on. Stay out and about? No, return to the guild and report. That's how you say that, right?
We're back.
Today was so much fun!
Oh, hey. Welcome back. I lost my voice. It was a bit croaky.
Seems my timing could hardly have been better.
Huh? Father?
Okay, wait. So they walk in, they're staring at Toval. Right, you're looking at... Right, imagine you've just walked in, you're looking at Toval. Where was he hiding? Where was he hiding? It's just that sense of... he was right there and you didn't notice. He stood in front of the cow and you're like, wait a minute. There he is. Like, the others, fine, because they're not really going to know who he is, but you didn't recognize your own father from behind? Come on. I mean, I know it's possible, but it's just the idea of, like, she didn't notice. Especially when she's meant to notice the presence of people.
When did you get back? When only Klaus came to greet us, I assumed I wouldn't be seeing you while I was in Legram.
Fortunately, I was able to take some time away from my engagements to see you and your class. And while I was in town, I also had some business to attend to with the guild, which is what brings me here. It does my heart good to see you again, Laura.
In case you're wondering, we're only counting Reans.
It seems you've grown since I last saw you.
Father, please don't treat me like a child, but it's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
So that's the Radiant Blademaster. Laura's dad seems so cool. He seems like an awesome dad, straight off being like, "Aw, give me a hug." It's like, aw. She sounds embarrassed, but I've rarely seen her so happy.
Ah, these must be your friends.
Right. These are my classmates from Class VII and my partners in this field study.
Then let me welcome you to Legram. I'm Viscount Arcade, the ruling lord here.
I love his design here.
My daughter has told me all about you in her letters. So it's a pleasure to finally be able to put faces to the names.
Such a lovely manor, though, isn't it? I really like Legram. There's something about just its design and everything and the people here. It's just nice. Munch. This is delicious. Oh, careful, Million. You're going to drip sauce all over the table. Wow, so this is real Legram cuisine. I think I like everything on the table. I can eat the cloth mat, yeah? You can say that again. This fatty meat has me thinking past seconds and all the way to thirds. That's roast wild boar. It's been a staple in many local dishes for generations. Is something troubling you, son of the House of Arborea? You seem to have brought your worries to the table tonight, but not your appetite. Well, it's just that I know my family has been causing you a lot of trouble. Eustace. Is he... Oh, that. Just minor disagreements. You probably know it all too well. Conflicts over taxes among the nobility are as sure as the rising sun. It's nothing to be so concerned about. Oh, thank you for your kind words. But come, tell me of your day. I hear you fought Klaus this afternoon, and emerged victorious at that. We did, though I did feel like he was holding back against us. Nonsense, my lady. You and your classmates fought with the boldness of young lions. I look forward to seeing you soar to ever greater heights. Ah, marvelous. I did have my hopes that you might choose to attend that girls' school in the capital. But you seem to have made some excellent friends at Thors, so perhaps this is how things were meant to be. I feel the same. Laura. Green, was it? I'm curious. I can sense fear in your swordsmanship. A certain hesitation. What? Father? The sword hermit, Yunkafai. In addition to being your master and the founder of the 8 Leaves One Blade School, he's also a personal acquaintance of mine. In fact, I've requested a duel with him on numerous occasions. I see. If you forgive me for asking, who was the victor? The victor is yet to be decided. We're still in the middle of the battle now, I'm just taking a break. Pitting our respective philosophies against one another is such an engaging experience. We always lose track of time. To think there's a swordsman out there capable of fighting on equal terms with you. The world truly is a vast place. I can hardly imagine what a duel like that would be like. But getting back to what I was saying. The 8 Leaves One Blade School draws its influence from elements of several other Eastern schools of swordsmanship. The Star's philosophy has such depth, it's not difficult to see why one who masters it is known as a divine blade. But there's something about you, Rean. Something that terrifies you so much that its mere shadow pins you in place. He's almost certainly referring to... I've occasionally gotten that impression myself. So this is the burden Rean carries. Indeed. Seems like whatever happened in the old schoolhouse last month had something to do with it, but... Eh? You know what's missing from that? That thing from Tia where it just points at the question marks and says, has no idea what's going on, or whatever it said in third. You have me at a loss. I never would have imagined you'd be able to tell so much about me so easily. But thanks to that, I made up my mind. What? Oh? My lord, I ask of you, as the Radiant Blademaster, would you grant me the honor of a duel? It's time to duel.
He's really gonna duel the Radiant Blademaster!
You know what's weird about the Radiant Blademaster? His weapon is actually a really, really large box with a handle on it.
But is he really strong enough to beat him?
He doesn't stand a chance. Receiving instruction from him would be one thing, but to duel a master like Viscount Arcade...
Looks like the odds aren't in his favor then.
Rean, please reconsider. You too, Father. Stop this nonsense.
Please, Laura, stay out of this.
This duel is between Rean and myself. Stand aside. Are you certain this is what you want?
I am. It's an honor to have the opportunity to test my mettle against the renowned Radiant Blademaster. Thank you for accepting.
I admire your spirit.
Yeah, it's like that. That is kind of cool, though. And I like that he has just been like, yeah, go on then.
Now, show me what a swordsman of the 8 Leaves is capable of.
What the?
Whoa! Amazing!
That was inside the box? Where's your pocket dimension, mate?
He can wield such a massive blade so deftly with just one hand?
Yeah, but still has no access to a pocket dimension.
Unbelievable.
That's Galan Charl, a great sword that's been passed down in the Arcade family for generations. It was once wielded by the ancestor of our house, the second in command of the Eisenritter.
I can sense incredible power within him. He may be even stronger than my master. Which means that against him... Rean Schwarzer of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, beginner rank. I stand ready.
Victor S. Arcade, master and successor of the Arcade School. Ready.
Begin!
Now, show me what you're capable of.
My turn!
I mean, should I just... Let's do it. I can't win again, so, you know. Just a bit of fun, isn't it? Like, Rean full well knows he's not going to win, so it's like, yeah, this is like just have to play around, isn't it?
You will not escape!
Come here for a hug. Now get away.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Why are you sorry?
Ouch!
This is why I tried to stop them.
Yeah, but Rean's going to be loving this.
I could barely even see what happened.
It's not like Rean is weak.
It's more that his opponent's strength is so far beyond his.
What are you doing?
Having a break.
This duel is not yet over. To your feet, at once.
Father?
I know you're capable of more than this. But if you're still too afraid to assert your true strength, then I have no choice but to force your hand. Now, show me.
He disappeared?
No.
Too slow.
Whoa!
This is...
Is this what Rean is afraid of?
Excellent. This is as it must be. This is the power that slumbers deep within you. As long as you continue to cower in the face of it, you'll remain forever at a standstill.
Here we
I
go.
want to see your true potential.
Now.
It's like, now. Now? Now.
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 Now. Now.
You will not escape.
Don't want to escape.
Now.
I think it should be obvious what I'm doing right here. God, I need better ones than them.
Now.
It's like, yeah. We got anything better than 2,500? I got that. There we go. No, I didn't need it anyway, really, did I?
Fall to ruin!
You will not escape.
Now.
Fall to ruin!
Yeah, though it all makes sense now. Why Rean asked the Viscount for a duel in the first place.
You fool. Were you shouldering such a burden alone all this time?
Are you all right, Rean?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Sleep it off.
Father, there was no need to go that far.
I'm fine. He held back.
See, I'd be like, no, that's exactly what I wanted him to do.
I admit defeat. I'm honored to have seen the Radiant Blademaster's signature technique.
Haha, I think you're finally starting to understand. What we call power is simply a measure of one's raw strength. Without knowing how to properly apply it, it has no real meaning. However, when you deny the power you already possess, you're only shortchanging yourself.
You're right. I feel like I finally get what my master was trying to teach me about the laws of nature. But I'm afraid understanding that is only going to make me even more uncertain.
Rean.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. Stand up, dust yourself off, and step forward. Grapple with that fear each day if that's what it takes. Uncertainty weighs on the hearts of all people, but it's far preferable to standing still.
Damn right. I'm always suspicious with this little piece of music we've got right now. As I should be.
The mist seems to have cleared. So, that's the Saint's castle. You can't come out right now. Someone might notice you.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. The Radiant Blademaster may be scarily perceptive, but I doubt he'll notice my little moonlit stroll.
Honestly.
Well, what do you think? I'm not sure how much we can count on the boy. It seems he's finally found what he needs to move past what's been holding him back. But I'm still not certain he's going to make it in time.
That's not for us to decide. Our role is to watch over and guide him, nothing more. I don't want you to do anything like that ever again.
Fine.
See, this is the conversation I was looking forward towards, because it's that sort of thing of like, I couldn't remember the details of why Celine did what she did, and it's like, it really is just an emotional push.
Setting that aside for now. I'm sure you've already sensed it, but there's definitely something inside that castle. That place is out of our jurisdiction, but I have a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. I suppose all we can do is point Laura toward it and hope she notices too.
Name of the game, everyone.
Keep up the good work.
No. Oh, very well. It's a new day, everyone. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful. The reflections. Oh. Wow, what a view. Looking at the lake is like gazing into a vast mirror. I suppose that wharf you can see in the distance must be over in the Sutherland province. You can see the Saint's castle way more clearly today, too. So, this is what Legram looks like on a clear day. Almost seems like we're in a different town. Well, both faces of the town have a place in my heart. Hey, I'm sorry for all the fuss I caused yesterday. Rean? You really did. However, I like how blunt she is. Like, you did. Yeah. However, you did what you did out of necessity, correct? Yeah. Before yesterday, I'd never been able to recognize the truth behind my master's teachings. But crossing swords with your father, it's like I finally realized what he wanted me to understand all those years. I see. In that case, I won't criticize what you did. I can understand that feeling, struggling forward even in the face of adversity. It seems the winds have granted you their blessing. Still, Rean, I think you owe us an explanation. What was that power you displayed during the duel? I've never seen its like. It was so cool. Like you suddenly turned into a whole different person. It was like some kind of power that was locked up inside you came roaring out in one big flash. Yeah, yes, that's what it must seem like. There's something, some beast-like instinct sleeping inside me. When I completely lose control of myself, it just swallows me up. Transforms me, somehow. I'm just wondering, because we know what's going on with his chest, based on Cold Steel 3. I'm not going to explain what it is, but it's that sort of thing of... Okay, I wonder if that's connected... directly. Sort of. I'll get into it later at some point. It's going to be part of that one that I want to do in Cold Steel 2, so... I've known about it ever since I was a kid and all my life. I've lived in fear of it. Of that other self. Seems a strange burden to bear. Something beast-like. I don't know, it seemed pretty cool. Besides, if it makes you even stronger, why not just be like that all the time? I wish it were that simple. Years ago, I first asked my master to teach me the way of the sword in order to suppress that power. I thought that if I could master the art of fighting, I could master my fear and quell those instincts. But that did nothing to solve the underlying problem and eventually ended up having my training discontinued. Pretty pathetic, huh? Oh, Rean. You said that yesterday's duel helped you to realize something, right? Right. I can deny it up and down, but doing that doesn't change the fact that it's in there. Somewhere. And unless I can accept that, I won't be able to reconcile myself with the past or really think about my future. And that sounds so simple, saying it now, but it took this long for me to realize it. Oh. I see. Trouble seems to seek you out, doesn't it? So you intend to accept your lot and move forward, even though the way is anything but certain. That's actually rather inspiring. I hope you'll tell Group B what you shared with us. I think they'd be really glad to hear it from you. Yeah, I think I will. Feel like everyone's been worried after what happened at the Old Schoolhouse last month. Hey, I heard the big news. You seriously dueled the Radiant Blademaster? Well, he was kind enough to give me the chance to test my skill against him. The gap between him and me is so wide that calling it a duel is being generous. Nah, don't sell yourself short. It takes some real guts to even think of trying to duel the Viscount. I know you've battled Sarah, and her strength is pretty intense, but he's on a whole different level. I can see you didn't achieve beginner rank in the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School for nothing. You're surprisingly well informed. That's a bracer for you. Well, the guild has pretty close ties with the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, after all. Anyway, let me get you those tasks for today. Field Study Day 2, assigned tasks. The Ebel Highway Monster 2. There's another monster on the Ebel Highway, but we don't know what kind of monster it is. Details unknown. Ebel Highway. Don't let me down, Class 7. Get this taken care of ASAP. Very well. An offering to the departed. I would like to practice making an offering to St. Sandlot. Would you be willing to help me gather the materials necessary to do so? If so, come see me at Legram Chapel. Sister Theramis. Oh. I was expecting there to be more, I guess? I am rather curious about this monster extermination request. Didn't want to overload you since I'm planning to give you an extra task this afternoon. Sounds like this will be your last full day in Legram, so I want to get the most out of you while I've got you here. Anyway, get on out there and do what you do. Got it. No sense in waiting to get started then. Well, at least it shouldn't take too long. Okay, let's roll on out. Oh, hello everyone. Good day, Sister Theramis. Have you grown accustomed to Legram while I was away? I have. Everyone's been so kind. The only thing I just can't get used to is Father Hamilcar's lackadaisical approach to his work. That's understandable. He has good points, though. Really? We had to see him act like a responsible adult even once. We probably shouldn't be gossiping about this, though. I assume you all came along because of my request, right? That's right. We'd like you to tell us a little more about it. The request mentioned that you're planning on making an offering. That's correct. I'll need a number of items in order to make it, and I'd like you to collect them for me if you're able. Do you have the time to take this on for me? I mean, I understand if you don't. Accept the request. Sure, we'll fit you in. Thank you very much. Allow me to tell you about what I need you to do. As Lady Laura knows, it's a custom here in Legram to hold a memorial service for St. Sandlot and the Eisenritter each year. The period in which the service is held is coming up rather soon, too. Sounds like kind of a downer. Well, it's not supposed to be a lively event. The memorial service is held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives during the War of the Lions. Will the church be leading the service? People here seem to have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has much deeper roots than the church here, so it's only natural that we respect that. Legram seems to be similar to Nord in that regard. Yeah, animism is just as widely believed over there as it is here. And yet, despite that, both communities believe in the church's teachings as well. Well, the church has never once denied the existence of spirits, after all. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons its teachings have spread across the continent like they have. Guess Adios has a big enough heart for everyone, huh? Quite right. Getting back on topic, though, I've actually been asked to prepare an offering for the memorial service myself. Oh? Will this be your first time doing so? It will. Because of that, I'd like to practice a little before the service itself. That's why I'd like you to ask you all to collect the ingredients I need for it. Ah, so that's how it is. What exactly will you be making? I'm going to be making pretzels. Huh? They're those bready things that are all twisted into a knot, right? That's right. However, the pretzels used for the memorial service are made to look like the spirit monument here in town. I assume you're talking about the unique-looking monument in the center of the town. The very same. The pretzels here are generally baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It's even said that the Eisenritter carried them onto the battlefield in their combat rations. Suppose that explains why you're giving pretzels as an offering, then. That's quite a fascinating historical tidbit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a chance to see Erebonia's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do you need us to get, then? Ah, yes, I almost forgot. I need to collect 5 hearty powders, 5 cleared gelatins, and a type of seasoning called white seed. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat up some monsters for this stuff. What exactly is white seed? They seem to be one of Legram's local crops, according to Father Landslide Car. Unfortunately, they're not really in season right now, so none of the stores have any. Well, I think that part should be simple enough, fortunately. Our household chef should have some on hand. Oh, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Right then, let's start our gathering. Where should we make our way first? Laura's home or the highway? I'm fine with either. I'll have to go to both eventually anyway. Hello, Lady Laura. Is there something you need from me? There's a request I'd like to make of you if I may. Would you happen to have any white seed on hand? Of course. Well, it'd be crazy for me to not have some on hand. I've got it stored away, and I always make sure we never run out. How much do you need? I can give you the entire crate if you want. Well, I don't think we need quite that much. Oh, then I suppose a small bag full should do the trick. My thanks. Anything for you, Lady Laura? All the people here really love her, don't they? I'll say. Hello, everyone. Have you managed to gather the ingredients I need? We sure have. Here you go. Owen, here's the white seed you wanted. Thank you so much. There should be plenty. Could you wait in the adjoining room while I mix up a trial batch then? Sister, Theramis made her pretzels and handed out a sample to everyone. How do they taste? I'm a little surprised, to be honest. In a good way, I mean. Indeed. These are actually better than I was expecting. Taste and filling. And free. I'm thinking that the Eisenritter may have eaten something like this to keep on fighting is kind of moving, really. It really is. Thank goodness. Did you really have to put them right in the middle of that giant table, though? Like, that's out of arm's reach. And what do you think of them, Lady Laura? Oh, my apologies. I was so engrossed in the taste that I forgot to speak up. They're delicious. If I hadn't seen you make them, I'd swear they came from the kitchen of a professional cook like Yosef. Thank you for giving me the chance to try them. Phew. Hey, Laura. Still some time before the memorial service, but how about we offer some of these at St. Sandlot's statue now? I'd like that. After all, there's no limit on when you can leave an offering. Would you mind if we took some along then, sister? Not at all. It would be rude of us to indulge in all these on our own, after all. Please go on and take some. Let's be on our way then. I've got pretzel power. Yay. Bird comes in, takes it. There we go. I'm sure this will put a smile on her face. Now all that's left is for us to pray. Are there any special requirements for prayers of this sort? Not particularly, but it is a custom to remain quiet while prayers are being offered. Whoop whoop, let's get our praying on then. I was so focusing so hard on being quiet, I ended up holding my breath. Huh? You guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute, but alas, victory remained elusive. Don't be too harsh on her. Well then, shall we make our way back to the chapel? Yeah, we should report back to Sister Theramis just in case. Thank you so much for your help, everyone. I feel bad about having you run all around town just for my sake. No worries, we're always glad to lend a hand. Yeah, never done a job where pretzels were a fringe benefit, but it was worth it. They really were delicious. If the batch you make for the memorial service turns out that good, you have nothing to worry about. I'll do everything I can to make sure that's the case. Oh, I have yet to offer you all your reward for helping me. It's not much, but please take these. Thank you so much. We'll be sure to put them to good use. That's one down, at least. Yeah, let's move right into the other one. I mean, we'll end this part here. In the next part, we'll start with a little bit of rounds, and then we'll head out, get the monster killed. You know. So see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.